3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year's!
Fucking episode 40, cunts. How we doing? New year, new me. Not really. You know what I mean? We're the same old cunts as always, you know.
Hey.
Fucking fingers crossed.
Yeah. Does
That
anyone
was a
have
brilliant
any,
intro.
Anyone have any New Year's resolutions? By the way?
What do you think about New Year's resolutions?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan.
Why?
Really?
I've never thought, all right, I'm gonna get together, I'll get my shit together, just starting Jan 1. I've always thought, like, if I want to do something, I'll just do it now, or I'll do it next week. Or
See, that's the better mentality. For some reason, for me, I like having a start date which I can plan around. So, like, if I'm like mid-year, I'll start a new thing on Monday. I won't start it Saturday or fucking Wednesday or something like that. I'll be like, all right, bet I'm gonna start Monday. And for some reason, that kind of like, this is the starting point, just helps me.
The classic diet mindset. I'm going to do this on
Well,
Monday.
this is the
Yeah.
thing. When it comes to exercise, like if I want to try a new workout routine,
Yep.
that usually won't be pre-planned. I'll usually get to the gym and be like, I CBF doing my current one. Let's fucking ad lib and see what happens. And if
Okay.
it
To
feels
be
good, I'll
fair,
keep it up.
I don't think you plan many things.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
a fucking
true.
planner. That's the thing. Are you guys planners?
I plan certain things. I'm horrible with holidays. I just fucking wing it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm all in. Good.
I'll let
plan
Aaron do the
holidays.
planning.
Yeah. That's about it.
And this is the thing. I think the dynamic of a planner and a winger is the best because
Yeah.
sometimes winging it is a very high risk, high reward strategy because you can have some awesome fucking times, but then the risk is if you don't have an awesome time, you just have a shit time.
Yeah,
And you'll just be walking around.
Or
doing nothing.
even worse, like we're just walking around a suburb.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing.
But
Exactly.
Thailand, it paid off.
Yeah.
It ended up being fucking 40 cent
Oh,
you.
we planned Kopenhagen, which was where Full Moon Party was.
But the fucking times in Bangkok, 90% of that. Like, think about it. We planned to go up a tower.
Yep.
I cut my knee with a rusty nail.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
But the times after that, when we were just fucking wandering around through wet markets for fun.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Good memories.
I mean, when it comes to planning for holidays, I don't really plan anything besides Thailand. But for example, we're going to Fiji on Sunday. I haven't planned anything besides the fact that we're getting there.
But that's
like,
because
I planned
it's
us
hard
to
to get
actually
excited
get there.
when you
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to happen
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of COVID. And
Yeah.
here's the other thing. When you're planning things, so say for example, in Thailand, you know, we're going around, we're taking photos.
Can I just quickly say,
Oh, yeah?
Baz was full bigging you up the other day. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. Like traveling with Aaron, like he's full like sending me the accommodation beforehand. And so like,
I did do
it's
that.
like-
Yeah.
I resonated
I did
so
plan
hard
that,
with
yeah.
him because I'm kind of like, whenever I go on travels, there's always someone else doing something and they just tell me. And I'm like, oh, cool, that sounds fun.
The problem is, I feel if I
Like,
don't do
capsule
it,
hotel, that's cool.
if I don't organize it, nothing's going to happen.
You're
So
right.
that's why I do it.
You're definitely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not just with Basil, that's me as well.
Yeah.
But I did actually realize this isn't actually to do with planning, but something that, you know, when you are traveling, when we were traveling,
Yeah.
you know, I like to take a lot of pictures, right?
Yes, for sure. I love that.
The problem is that when you know you're having a couple of drinks or whatever, you can take pictures. You can drop your phone.
Yes.
You drop your phone, then you'll break your phone. I wish I had a case
A
on my
case.
phone when I had it. Is there any way that you guys know I can get
Look,
a phone case?
I don't want to blow up my spot, but I do have a hookup.
Do you?
Yeah. No,
Don't tell me.
Look, it's, you know, just, I'm not going to say it out loud, but PUPI. Anyway.
What? What
Don't
does that
say it
mean?
out loud. Don't say it out loud. If you say it out loud, it won't be true.
How do you say it?
PUPI. Look,
PUPI.
PUPI. Look,
What?
you can, you know, imagine a dog but smaller. Anyway, there's this hookup I know. Right?
Yeah.
You go around the dark web,
Yeah.
you know, like onto Google
Yeah.
or Instagram. The dark web, deep web. You know what I mean? Now you type in PUPI,
.com
enter. You know what I mean?
/milk bucket.
Look, you only do that if you want 10% off. Like, if you don't want 10% off, that's fine. Just fucking
You don't have
bulldog
to.
it. You know what
If
I
you
mean?
don't
But
want it,
sometimes
yeah.
condoms are useful. Like, getting 10% off or not getting HIV. You know what I mean? There's purposes of fucking safety procedures. Anyway, if you go to this store, you can find ones with local artisan pictures, like rocks
Oh,
or
I
mountains
love a
or
rock.
waterfalls. You can get biodegradable options.
That's
Wait.
insane.
All the hottest new fucking phones, cases right there.
They're all there.
They're so powerful.
and if it's
that-
not available, you can even ask the owner to make a custom one for you.
Wait,
Really?
You know
which,
about
which other?
you know
phone
about
provider-
PUPI?
I've heard of him.
You've heard of them?
Yeah, a friend of a friend.
I was about to say, Aaron, do your click.
Anyway, boys.
You go deep. You know, you find them. You get the fucking perfect case for you. Perfect.
Yes.
Right? Give it as a gift.
It's
People
a
like
great
reuse
gift.
gifts. You know what I mean? Maybe you got a girl's Christmas coming up. You're like, jewelry's a bit last century. Let's give her a fucking puppy.
Exactly.
girl's
Giving it to her
Christmas?
2 weeks late.
Hey, say yes.
Oh, there's a girl in the
The
background.
female in the room said no. Okay, don't give it to you. Don't give it to a girl. But anyone else, I'm sure they'd love it. Fucking hit the link down below to get 10% off. Fucking puppy.
Anyways, good stuff. Speaking of which
I had no idea that was an ad read, by the way. I was so
That was so good.
I was like, do you drop your phone a lot? I thought you had a case.
no, but actually, I do drop my phone a lot, and the worst victim that I am is in the toilet. Happens all the fucking time. Yeah, that's why my phone smells so bad.
In the toilet. Lucky for you, Puppy now comes with antiseptic wipes. Puppy does not come with antiseptic wipes. Please do not expect that of Puppy.
No, but
I don't think I'm saying that right.
this is-
Antiseptic? What? Antiseptic? What the
I
fuck
think
is
it's anti.
something like that? Anyway.
Is that what antiseptic means? Because you get a septic tank, which is specifically for.
Shit.
Yeah, is that what antiseptic is?
Anti shit.
Oh, I have never realized that. If that's actually what it is.
Is that where we put bad video ideas? In the septic tank? That's fucking dog shit, man. What are we talking
Should
about?
we have a fucking folder just called septic?
I think we should.
Septic folder.
It's like ranking male porn stars. Fucking hell, mate. What are we doing?
Ranking
Put it in
male-
the septic tank.
Ranking male porn stars. Should we do that?
I kind of wouldn't mind doing that.
Where would Jody El Nino be? For me,
Bottom
that's an S.
rank.
That'd be S for me.
He's your favorite, I
I
swear.
fucking love him.
He's so bad, he can't fuck.
Oh.
He weighs 20 kilos. What force can you get with that? Doesn't matter, you got 12 inches, brother. He can barely push it through the fucking pressure of the lips.
His body is one of those, like, those videos that are like top 10 phenomenal bodies, where it's just like strange shapes that are extremely useful in sport. Like Michael Phelps' like fin-like feet.
I've not seen his videos.
Jordi El Nino's fucking dick.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Mandingo might fucking land a bit higher than Jordi El Nino.
But Mandigo is like perfectly proportional. That's the thing. He's not. That's the outrageous thing. He doesn't look like he would.
Jordi
smash
El
milfs.
Nino would be a really good like boat because he's got a good rudder. You know what I mean? You fucking pinch his left ass cheek and suddenly it goes left. Oh my gosh!
How does this podcast always go gay? And it goes gay so quickly as well.
It's because you're here, Aaron. Here's the
When
thing.
you're here, mate.
We had
I'll bring it
30
out to you
episodes
guys.
without you. It was fucking straight. We were super straight.
Straight
back
as a
then.
whistle.
I don't believe that for a second.
We were
I
super
listen
straight.
to every
Basil started
podcast.
listening to fucking hentai like right after.
Yeah.
It's just your bad influence. You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't mind it anymore now that you've come on.
Oh, shut up. Wait, you don't mind what? Sorry.
Hentai. You've gotten me on it.
I got you on it.
You have got me on it.
Oh, I'm very
I'm
proud.
100%
I'm very
sold.
proud to have got you on it.
I'm glad you're proud. It's good to own your kinks. You know what I mean? Some people like getting shit on. Some people like hentai.
Do you actually only watch 18-year-old?
No. That's just
Sometimes
a very
17.
common topic. You know, the perfect body. It's
Look, we were talking about deep web. It wasn't a complete joke.
There's no way you're just watching Perfect Body.
no, it's
That's
what
the most,
okay,
like,
so
that's like ordering vanilla ice cream
so
and removing the French.
here's the thing, when I was young,
It's ordering just
It's so funny because
vanilla extract.
It's so funny because his sexual taste matches his fucking FODMAP diet. It's like no garlic, please, no spice,
no, here's the thing.
plain rice only.
Here's the thing. When I was young, I used to spend not even joking, hours scrolling through fucking Pornhub looking for the perfect video.
I do the same.
Yeah.
Wait, hours? Literal.
Literal hours. I'm not even joking. Like, okay, hour and a half.
Are you
maybe.
hard the whole time, or are you?
No,
Gonna,
I'm just
okay,
trying to find
fair
like the
enough, fair
fucking
enough.
perfect video.
Yeah.
Now I'm lazy. I just go to the very most viewed, which is always the height, whatever the highest category is. That's usually perfect body, 18, blonde,
So you're mostly
Asian.
So let me ask you something. If it's like purely a game of chance,
Yes.
because it's the highest, it's the top left one on fucking fuhu.com. Shout
Yes.
out. If it was hentai, would you indulge?
which you know very well, it's never been that.
well,
It's
hentai is
actually
in the
never.
top. Hentai
It's
is
not.
always, yeah, it is.
Oh well, I only go past the first row.
What about Bizarre?
I've never
I've
clicked
done a
that.
Bizarre
I'm
before.
curious. I'm actually
I've
curious.
done a Bizarre
I've
before.
never bothered clicking it.
There are,
Oh,
how funny is it?
there's no way his curiosity never got him to
No,
click it.
here's the thing. How funny is it? This is something girls just will not understand.
Yeah.
That guys can look at a porn video for the sake of curiosity.
Yeah. yeah.
Like you'll see
100%.
wrong hole compilations, and it's not exactly the most jackable fucking thing to watch.
You'll do it anyway.
Look, I'll finish. Look, I finish what I start. That's what I've been known for. You know what I mean? Like I hit it. But you can click on it and be like, how bad could it be? And you just see these girls loving life and then fucking wanting to kill themselves in this like that. And it's just interesting to
Yeah.
watch.
Do they get paid more if it actually? Did it
Do
actually?
you reckon it's like insurance?
That makes me even question. Was it even an accident? Or are they trying to make blooper reel? We can use this for a different video.
Oi, that's an interesting point. That's a very interesting point.
That'd be interesting. Did you see that video? Oh, I sent this video. It made me laugh so hard. It was like set up as a casting couch video on porn, right?
Yeah.
It was on TikTok. So it was like a guy saying like, oh yeah, does your boyfriend know you're doing this? And the girl's like, no, he'd be kind of mad if I even knew, right? And then the guy said, all right, so first of all, we're going to just start by like breaking the touch barrier. So like, just give me a hug. And like the general gist of these casting couch videos is it's all about these dudes saying like, yeah, look, before we can put you in a scene, we have to see how you react.
Yeah.
So just suck my dick a little bit. We'll see, right?
Yeah, we'll
and
see
it's
how
meant
it
to be
is.
this exploitive thing.
Yeah.
But he essentially gives her these lines that it's just like super, like it's like affirmation lines or something. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so say this, like, your boss does like you and you're a really integral part of the unit. And she's like, your boss loves you and you're a really integral part of the unit. And it's like, Susan at work is just putting her own securities onto you. She's a bitch. And it just goes, it's like,
I feel like I have seen this.
brother, it was like 2 minutes of this chick just saying really nice, like encouraging things. I'm like, yo.
Wait, so this is like a video that people watch?
Yeah,
Or
no,
is
it
like
was like a TikTok. So it was like a joke of that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, imagine if you're in Thailand where hookers are cheap. Would there be a part where you're just like, you hire a hooker, just say nice things to you so you feel good about yourself? You know
Boost
what I
the
mean?
ego.
I wonder if this is actually a porn that people watch. It's like,
I mean, it's objectively not porn though.
because think about what is the weirdest category that you guys watched. For me, I would have to say it's this girl that we were talking about last podcast who pretends to be a dog, and she like.
I thought that was OnlyFans. So you used to subscribe.
No,
to
no,
this.
it
No,
is-
but I've
it
seen the
is
Twitter. I've seen the Twitter.
ZooTube.
Ah,
No, it's
classic
very-
YouTube
It's
365.
on Twitter.
When he says a girl pretends to be a dog, it's a dog.
Yeah.
No.
What
Well, I mean,
would
I
you
don't
do
know
if
if it's-
reincarnation was real? What animal, if you couldn't be human, what animal would you want to be?
Fucking shark.
Oh.
Apex predator.
But everyone
But
hates
then
you.
they're not the
I don't
apex.
care.
You never get invited to any parties.
Thing
Yeah,
is,
wait.
a great white is not an apex predator.
It is an apex predator.
orca.
No, that's another one.
Oh, okay.
I
But
don't know, like,
There's not just
does
one apex
anyone
predator,
does
right?
anything kill an orca?
humans.
I'm not
God.
gonna lie. If I could pick anyone, I think I was born as the right one. There's no way any animal in the kingdom isn't picking human. If they could pick any animal,
Thanks for being boring, cunt. What are you
there's,
doing?
Yeah.
there's no fucking way they'd be
Pick
like,
a different animal, dickhead.
maybe an eagle or something that can fly.
Okay.
Because I think flying is such a flying and swimming down really deep. I think are two experiences that humans just will never get.
Yeah,
to.
yeah, exactly. I would love to be the swimmer.
Swimmer over the flyer.
Flying, yeah. Even like a dolphin or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because dolphins are one of the only other animals that enjoy sex.
Hey, Baz, can I tell you something interesting?
Yeah.
Dolphins are one of the animals that have been documented engaging in homosexual activities. So it's just interesting.
Yeah, 'cause
that
they enjoy
Aaron-
sex.
Haven't a lot of animals been documented?
Oh,
like that?
there's actually,
Get
there's
wrecked.
actually a really there's
You tried to
relatively
turn that on me.
no. Look, there's relatively few actually, like that have been documented doing it, and it's just interesting seeing that Aaron of all people, decided to choose that animal. You know what I mean?
It's the only.
I
It's
love
one
how I
of
had to
the
spell
only
that out
other
so Basil
animals.
knew the joke, so we could jump on
Yeah.
Aaron. Fucking hell, man.
It's one of the only animals that actually enjoy sex besides humans.
Really?
So,
I'm really shocked
It's
to
not
hear
that
because
it's
you
not
see
that
it all the time.
it's not that they enjoy sex, but they have sex recreationally.
yeah, exactly. They're
just
not
for
doing
fun.
it to
Yeah,
mate.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, do they use condoms?
Yeah, for sure. Dude, they've been known
What
to
is a
rape
dog-
humans.
Do you reckon a condom for a dolphin is like a pufferfish? Like you scare it, it gets really big, and you just fucking slide it on.
It's spiky though.
Just fucking threw it.
Yeah.
Just threw the puffer
Yeah,
fish.
rich for her pleasure. What is it?
Oh, that's so
It's like one of those
fucked.
spiky ones, you know what I mean?
Do you reckon they pull out?
No, of course not. It's Animal Kingdom.
What's dolphin style?
Do they go in the blowhole?
No, but are they like swimming with the waves together?
Oh, that's cute.
Do you reckon
occasionally
every
goes in?
dolphin is a squirter because they just shoot out their head?
Imagine if a dolphin
We
did
are
that.
children, aren't we?
We literally are.
Fucking
We
hell.
have the immaturity of a fucking 12-year-old.
I'm sorry to all the listeners.
What
Fucking hell.
animal would you guys pick?
I would pick
If you had to have sex with one?
an elephant because it's a good challenge.
To have sex with.
Fucking an elephant. You gotta have a step
that'd be
ladder,
fuck-
you know what I mean?
Nah, bro, that'd be throwing
Baz
a-
could do it easy.
That'd be throwing a
Easy,
fucking
dude.
sausage
Yeah,
down.
easy.
Easy.
Nah, that'd be throwing a sausage down an alleyway, bro.
What is his head for an elephant just the trunk?
Oh.
Oh, God.
We are children, fucking hell.
No, that's got to have happened in recorded history.
No.
Just watching the trunk,
I think we should move on.
What is a trait that you could discover about someone, right? Let's
Yeah.
say in this hypothetical, you've known the person for like 6 months, right? What is it? Let's go to make it interesting. Not an obvious trait. So you'll understand what I mean in a second, but like someone fighting everyone is a bad trait. Someone being extremely racist
Someone being
is
a
bad
swinger.
trait. Well, no, let me explain. You like someone for 6 months, not in a romantic way, but in like a friendship way. So let's say it's a bloke.
Oh, okay. So not the ick.
Yeah. What is there something that you could find out about the person that would change 6 months of good times and vibes and make you not like them? In a not obvious, like, again, not a boring way, like, I found out they hate the Blicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so not like a racist.
If you haven't seen their parents and then you discover that their mum is like not that attractive.
Jesus.
That's
what the
is that a
fuck?
thing for you guys?
No.
No.
Do you guys know that saying?
No.
No.
That the girl ends up looking like
This
the
isn't
mum?
a romantic thing, though.
Oh, wait.
This is a friend.
Oh, friend, you
Friend.
mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I feel like, there's something that you discover about them.
Yeah, exactly. Like something you could really like this person. Like there's a famous episode in Peep Show where it actually uses the racist one, so it's a bit like it's an extreme example, but like the main character Mark, he starts liking this new friend, right? And his other mate Jez is like a bit jealous of the relationship, and Mark ends up finding out that he's like an actual racist. So he's like, England for English people.
Yeah.
Fucking keep out the blacks. Hitler was all right.
Oh.
And like they literally did like a 1942 war reenactment, and they were as the Nazis, and he was full like doing the fucking Hitler salute and all this shit. And they're like, Dave, we told you can't do that. Like, and he finds out he's like a fucking raging racist.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what is something that you could discover about someone that just makes you fucking dislike them? I think in a non-obvious way, someone who like maybe is like a liar. Or
like, pathological liar.
Yeah, like they'll say things to fit in, and then you see them act completely differently elsewhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Or someone who's like nice to your face but talks shit.
Yeah,
behind your
like
back.
I
I think
appreciate
that's another one.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
to your face.
integrity.
Talk shit to your back.
Exactly. Like I'd rather you talk shit to my face so I know where we stand than like me think that we're mates and then
I think
find out you're not.
fake
like that.
friends, which is kind of like off the back of that. No one likes fake friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, can you imagine if, and girls have this all the time. I was actually just talking to this about with a girl recently.
Yeah.
Girls have this thing all the time where they realize like all the friends in that group don't like them. And it's like they've only realized like 12 months after that like none of them like them.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
And there's a whole
common
other
thing.
group chat without them. And this is just like 10 times more active. It's like, can you
To
imagine
be fair,
that shit?
our boys chat is like our group chat for like Milk Bucket and stuff is a lot more active than our main.
Yeah, but
that's because the other cunts don't be
They
active.
don't like
It's
us. We
different,
don't
yeah.
like us.
They don't like us.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the opposite. They
Yeah.
wish they
Oh,
had
it's
that
so
problem.
sad.
You're
bro.
right.
The funniest thing was, so for everyone at home, we have a group chat with our boys, and then we have a group chat for the fucking YouTube to discuss
Yeah, and the boys is
business,
5
right?
people and then 3 people in this one.
Yeah.
It was shocking how little conversation happened in the boys one when we had the other one.
Yeah.
Because we'd discuss business, but we'd end up just fucking chatting shit. And we realized we were keeping afloat the other chat.
For
'cause
sure.
the other countries
without
were
a
never
doubt.
talking.
Yeah.
And
And you
then-
put in some effort.
Now the
for
thought
friendship.
is like, what is this going to be something that people are going to like can just ignore? If they can ignore it, we'll put it in the big chat.
Yeah,
If this is something ignorable.
Yeah.
It's so funny that it's like just something from realestate.com. And
Yeah.
then there's like a 2-minute beef, and then
So-
there's fucking just silent for a while. You know what I mean? Like,
It's quite sad that the chat dies. And I'm sure people that are listening to it, they may be like finishing high school, they're going to experience that. The big high school friendship group might become a bit smaller as they get older.
Well, this is a lesson for the young ones that are listening to this. Like, take advantage and be grateful of the times that you have now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think Jordan Peterson fucking hammers on this real quick. He's like, if you're having an enjoyable moment of your life,
wait, do it in his accent.
if you're having an enjoyable moment in your life, then take advantage of it. Live in the moment.
I like the cadence.
Be present. Enjoy it.
I love how he like adds in like a damn it.
Yeah.
Like for effect, but like, you could tell it's so out of his general like vocabulary. It's like, take advantage of it, damn it. Fucking JP is fucking coming with some heat right now, bro. Jesus. What do you think of Jordan Peterson, like the alt-right boys?
I'm reading his book right now.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's 12 rules for life.
Yeah, I got
I'm
bored.
about halfway through.
I
He talks
was-
a lot about religion, which I'm not anti-religion. I'm not religious, but it's just he talks about it a lot.
Is he religious?
Yes, he's
He
Christian.
is, yeah.
He's Christian.
I got that vibe from his book.
I think some of the stuff he says is really, really valuable.
Yeah.
And a lot of his stuff that he says is kind of like all YouTubers, you've got to take it with a grain of salt.
Do you know
for
what
sure.
it is? I mean, this is going to sound harsh, but it's semi-true. His advice will hit very hard for, and I finger quote, losers. Like people who aren't really doing much. But like the second you got a bit of ambition, you hear him and like, yeah, of course. But it's not the same like breakthrough as when you're kind of like just stuck in a position where you don't really know what you want to do with yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it comes down to like that. When was the last time you guys watched Fight Club, by the way?
Oh, years ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
Okay, but
5-6 years.
For me, it comes down to that Fight Club mentality where everyone has got that fucking guy that's like the badass that wants to get shit done and smash shit. But then you've also got that loser who tells you, oh, you can't do this. You can't get this done. And it's like everyone's got those two people that are fighting amongst themselves.
And for people who don't know it, this is what we call schizophrenia.
no,
The
it's like-
voices inside your head.
Do you guys believe in limitations for people in general?
Of course.
it depends on what you're talking about.
Not physical limitations.
Okay, you then like in terms of what someone can do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think we went to the moon. We walked on the moon.
Yep.
We're going to walk on Mars in our lifetime. before you know it, we're going
Hopefully.
to walk on another physical planet. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not talking about limitations of the human race. He's talking about limitations of the individual.
just everyday person.
I mean, you mean outside of, within the laws of science?
So do you think that?
Let me say if you agree. You tell me if what I'm saying.
Yep.
Is anything possible to anyone? Not physically. So it's not like, can I be 6'6" if I'm fucking 5'1"?
Yeah, exactly.
It's about like,
Can I fly without any sort of
can I learn physics if I really put my mind to it?
Yeah, precisely.
I think so. I think that with enough time and enough elbow grease, you can do anything.
I got to disagree because
so?
I think that things are ever changing and certain people have certain predispositions to certain topics.
Yeah.
So someone who can just get math and it's simple, they're going to be able to keep up to date with all the fucking modern shit and be able to progress far further. Whereas if you're one of those people who needs fucking 3 years to learn something, by the time you've learned that, you're not up to date with the shit.
Doesn't matter.
Of course
I reckon the turtle beats the hare.
It doesn't in this situation.
No, I think that literally the turtle will beat the hare. I think what matters is that if you want to do it, if you really want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Comes down to passion.
Sure, like everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I think take advantage of your strengths and work on them, but also like what you interested in, even if that's your weakness, it doesn't mean don't do it.
I completely agree. Yeah.
I think with enough time, if you play the long game, you'll always win.
Saying you're always win, that's not. It's like it can't be the case.
And
how many people are into music?
Well,
Yet how many people become successful?
Well, that's the thing. If you're ranking yourself against others, then maybe you can't always become number one because of the sheer number of people.
But even if you say like, if we take it as being able to be somewhat successful, like live a life off X.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there are too many instances where you see that like the whole it's the great myth that I think it's in the US Declaration of Independence or fucking the Constitution, something like that. But it's like where men, I forget what the fucking word is, but it's essentially men, we're all equal. Men created equal in the eyes of God or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, you look at LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm not equal to him in anything physical.
Well, this is the thing. It's not just his physical attributes that made him successful. And this is the thing. If you ask me, can anyone make it to the NBA if they have enough drive? I'll say no. Yep. Because sometimes to get to the really peak of things, like extremely competitive sports like basketball, soccer, those type of stuff, cricket, it's not just enough to have the drive. You need to have the drive, the perfect fucking genetics, the perfect athleticism, the right parents who grew you up, because you can't learn basketball at 18 and get to the NBA.
Yeah.
You got to have done this shit from when you were 3 years old. And you had to have a dad who was also pretty good at it. And you've got to have like the support system around you and the money to be able to do it. And then the right connections to get you get you seen and all that. Like, so there's a lot of things that have to get you there to get to number one or get to the most competitive part. But it doesn't mean you can't be pretty damn good at basketball.
You're right. But like the issue is with physical things, it's very obvious, right? So you see like someone who's a genetic freak. Like David Lade is an example where it's pretty wide consensus that he took steroids. Yeah. But he didn't take steroids at the start, I don't think. And you saw his genetics.
I think he took it pretty early in.
There was a time where he went from like 120 bench to 140 bench in like 2 months.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, but like getting to 120 bench is different. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like, you look at him and he's like 6'3" with pretty good fucking genetics everywhere aside from maybe his abs. They're like a bit fucking asymmetrical, but still pretty fucking good. Like, it's obvious when you see genetics. Yeah. You can see Dennis Rodman who grows to fucking, 6'11", right? I don't know if that's his height. It might be 6'8". Anyway, with mental side, it's not as obvious. It's not as meaning like you can't look at someone and know if they're a chemistry whiz just by looking at them. Whereas you can see someone who's fucking big and jacked and like, I think people, because it's not as obvious to see genius, they try and pretend like different rules apply for the physical as for the mental. But the reality is, becoming a CEO in a competitive fucking industry is probably higher odds than fucking, or harsher odds than getting to the NBA. Like, there's only one CEO of a company.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but how many companies are there? In the Fortune 500, there's 500. Are there more than 500 basketball players in the NBA?
I think so, yeah.
And I would also agree that it's harder with way less of a payoff. But
also, just to say, like, not every Fortune 500 company is the same, yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, certain ones are ranked higher than others. Yeah. Like, within things. So, like, if you're in finance, you want to go for JP, fucking go for Goldman, you know what I mean? Like, how many CEOs are there of those level banks?
But even if you're a VP, and there's thousands just within one company, that's still like fucking a lot higher up than someone who's not in the NBA but plays basketball.
How many VPs do you think have a fucking IQ below 110 or 100?
None.
Exactly. None. So the fact is, like, by playing normal distribution,
but that's not enough either.
No, of course.
It's not just that. It's
I
like
don't.
have a hard,
I
you work
100%
very hard.
agree that like at the elite levels, it's
Yeah.
not just talent;
Yeah.
it's talent and hard work.
Yeah.
But that whole idea that like hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, it somewhat applies. But talent gives you such a leap up that I don't believe someone with a fucking born with an 80 IQ is going to end up becoming a fucking world-renowned astrophysicist.
Yeah.
Because by
point.
the time they get there, it's all fucking gone.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Things
Here's
have
another thing.
progressed.
What was that saying? You said talent won't replace hard work when hard work.
Fails, something like
It makes it seem
hard
like,
work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
but it makes it seem like that's the only two things.
No, there's so many
your natural ability and how hard you work. It's like, okay, well, I mean, how do you work under pressure? So you have people that work hard, so hard, but then as soon as you put them in a point where you have to make a decision right now, and that decision has to be right, they crumble.
And then certain
And the
things,
hardest
like
work of the room.
certain interperstal things, like how likable are you? It's hard to fire someone who likes. who's
So
very
true.
likable.
So now
So
that I
true.
think about it, if you say how many people over 100, there probably would be hundreds. Because think about people with great interpersonal skills, who like they might not be the sharpest person in the book, but they fucking work hard. It takes them longer to get to the same conclusion, but they know how to develop relationships that last a lifetime, so that when they even change company, people still want to be with them.
I think
Because
that's so
their guy.
important in the corporate sense. Like the
Yeah.
people who are going to be the most successful may not be the smartest people. They're the people who can communicate and build relationships well.
Yeah.
I know. I don't think that like people are barred from success. You can be successful for certain things. I'm more saying like people have predispositions to certain things.
Sure.
I agree.
And like the idea that anyone can be just as successful as anyone else at any topic is a bit silly, in my
Yeah,
opinion. You know,
fair point.
because like there's too many topics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
and the other thing is like, why would you work on your weaknesses? Like, why would you go against the current?
Well, to play devil's advocate, what if your true passion is against the current?
Like what?
swimming.
Yeah. For example, I don't think I'm the strongest swimmer, but I love surfing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stop surfing because I'm a bad swimmer.
Yeah, then I agree.
Yeah.
Do what you love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it's not something that you're strong at.
Here's the thing.
Well, I would say don't do it for your career.
You're not, like, by being an Aussie,
Yeah.
you're automatically probably in the top 20% of swimmers in the world.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm the worst swimmer.
Yeah,
but I'm-
meaning like you're probably such a higher level swimmer than you give yourself credit for
Yeah.
because you've grown up around like, especially in Sydney where we have the beach like at max an hour away from most of the fucking civilization.
yeah, and pools and
And
stuff.
let's be agree, West isn't civilization, so I understand that's 2 hours. But like, yeah, there are so many places who they literally landlocked, so they just don't. They're not good swimmers.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
great point.
you're probably a fucking pretty good swimmer.
It is a strange thought that people live like days away from the nearest beach.
Yeah, it's cooked.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
just
fucking-
days away.
It takes planning to go to the beach.
Yeah. And then when they go there, they're just taking so many pictures.
Yeah,
Whole-
they're
and we
amazed,
do
yeah.
too, to be fair.
Yeah.
can't
Always
stop
on the
yourself.
Insta story.
Bro, it's fucking so beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, how does anyone know you've been swimming if you don't post about it?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't even count. Why even go if you don't post?
Look, we asked a few of the buckets. It's a bit of a fucking spin around 360. What are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Firstly, what are you guys? What are your...
I reckon let's do that after the podcast.
All right, sure.
Oh, let's do after this part. Let's see what the buckets say. Maybe we'll get inspiration.
Sweet.
Because otherwise we'll just say like make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make money, fuck bitches.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking the great philosopher Biggie Smalls once said. Fucking hell, I don't know how to say this name. Vaughn, hello, maybe. Get a better schedule that will help with grades and health, and not wrestling. Not wrestling gives time. So I guess he's going to stop wrestling to do some better shit.
Good stuff, bro.
Good.
Time management is such an important skill. If
It
you can
is.
master it at a young age, bro, the world's your oyster.
100. Time is finite, and if you can fucking handle that bitch,
Yeah.
ease peace, bro. I just said it in a less eloquent way than Bash just said the exact same fucking statement. Anyway, Hayes Valley says, get an in-game dunk on my basketball team.
Oh,
That'd be pretty sick.
That would be so
That'd be
mad.
hectic.
Uh,
I remember my first dunk. Shit was
Shut
fucking
up, you
sick,
can't
bro.
dunk.
Shit was such a good feeling.
You
So
cannot
keep it up,
dunk
bro.
for shit.
Keep it up, man. You got it.
It's so funny how little Basil knows about basketball because when he's faking his dunk story to us, he's like, yeah, some person just fucking like shot a shot. And then I just like jumped and like put it in, you know what I mean? And I'm just thinking like, brother, you know that I like,
He didn't.
I've met many people. First of all, it was a she. I remember the girl you said it was. It's the Aboriginal girl.
Yeah, she bounced it, and then I fucking.
No. Baz, you told me the story. You said she shot a shot. And people don't realize, like, put-back dunks are not the starting dunks people do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? The starting dunks are the fucking little, like, just tip in, like, just barely a dunk, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It was
And
definitely just
motherfuckers
barely
like,
done.
yo, so I did like a 360 fucking windmill. You know what I mean?
This
Shit was
story
crazy.
has gotten so much
the
bigger
fucking
than
Baz
the
it
crowd,
can't
yo,
dunk.
the crowd went wild.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Basil and his imagination went crazy. Just Zui says, I'm going to start dieting and working out. Wish me luck. Yeah, good
Hell
luck.
yeah.
Good luck
Good
in your
stuff,
meet.
bro.
That's fucking
Remember to keep it simple with the working out. Some people can overwhelm themselves.
Yeah.
Find just strongman 5x5.
I was literally about to say.
Find a PT.
Maybe Mad Cow, to be honest with you, because Mad Cow looks a bit more fun.
Not from
than
day
Strongman.
one. Not from day one. You
You
want
reckon?
yeah, absolutely. So it's 3 days a week. Find a PT to teach you how to do a squat, a deadlift, and a bench, and then the rest is fucking.
After a year's time, you'll have such a good fundamental because it's
Yeah.
based around like squat, bench, dead, essentially. So you'll have such a good fundamental that like after that, you can fuck around with body
You
parts
do
splits
whatever-
if you really want to.
In 1 year, you'll be looking completely different
Yeah, exactly.
if you stick to
100%.
it. 3 days a week.
Tomas46 said to suck some dick.
Oi, Baz.
Shout
That
out,
your-
Baz. Do you have any tips?
That your alt account?
Well, I was about to say, if you need any help, there's someone called Aaron. You can hit him up and he'll teach you how.
Okay, who's going to give him tips to suck a dick? Aaron or Baz? Someone's got to give
That's
something.
for sure.
Use your hands as well. Wait, I mean, what?
You know what's funny? It's good tips.
Yeah.
Don't leave out that. Whenever you see porn and the guy's like, hands free, baby. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, what are you talking about, bro? Come on.
It's better for the angle, though.
It is better.
Camera
Than
angle.
That's true. Fucking Crange McBaseball.
Hey.
Get bitches or get money.
Or
Hey, that's a man.
It's an
that I
option.
fucking
Let us
looking
know
for-
which one
for
happens
stuff.
first, bro. But one usually follows the other.
Yeah.
hey.
Max Oz 12 says, fuck hella bitches and get ripped.
Oh, yeah, get ripped as well.
You.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
stuff,
fucking
man.
big props, laddie.
These guys sound like who we were when we were fucking a bit younger. This sounds exactly what my fucking 18-year-old or 17-year-old fucking new wishes were.
100%, bro. Rosha says, get that shorty that's been messing with my heart.
Oh, you got it,
big
bro.
ups, bro. Big ups.
Wait, this
Fucking
is
go
something
for that.
Aaron can fucking help out with. He's a master of the game.
Master of the game.
He loves messing with bitches'
Give him
hearts.
give us a couple of good tips that you can tell Rosha.
It's hard. So the game is easiest to play if you snap, and these guys are probably in high school, so they probably still use Snapchat. If she's not keen, if she's not sending face pics, just fucking seen her. Straight up. If she's not sending, there's a girl in the room, she's looking at me, I know she agrees. If she's not sending a picture of her face, don't even bother. And
What if it's of her
wait
ass
till
instead?
she sends you back.
What if it's of her tits and ass?
True. A great
What
point.
if it's
great
on?
point.
Like, what if it's on of her tits, but she got a t-shirt on? So it's like clearly just a photo of like a shoulder and like it's.
Oh,
just
if it's shoulder, that's still not very interested. That may deserve a photo back, but don't even send one of your face. Yeah.
See, what Aaron does is he
It's
puts it
mass
through the
manipulation.
algorithm. They crunch the numbers. They're like, approximately 55% of the face was being shown. And it was one of those ones where it's like half the face with like a bit of the eye.
The half face one is oh my god.
The
What are your
half face-
thoughts on half face. Do you send?
I don't mind it because it's just an easy photo that makes it so you look good. If they're sending the whole fucking face, you know you're fucking in.
Oh really?
Yeah. Who's gonna bother sending a whole face without putting some effort into
I
it?
haven't used Snapchat since I was fucking 17.
That's true. That's a great point.
But I didn't know that was a thing.
Snapchat is used for one thing, and I'm not going to say it here because that's not illegal. But yeah, Aaron's,
Oh, I thought you were about to say
jeez.
nudes.
Aaron is the last fucking person over 20 ever using Snapchat.
Yeah.
Which is why his girls are so young. Hence the illegal
Fuck
part.
off.
Do you
They
still-
pass the
when
half your
you-
age
when
plus
you-
7 rule.
When you meet a girl, do you still
Yeah.
ask for her snap?
No, of course not. Insta.
Do you still not ask for the number yet?
No, why the fuck would I ask for number? I can't look at her profile.
Because you're not fucking 16.
Yeah,
anymore.
but the thing is, if you're drunk at a night out and you get her number, you can't see shit. You don't even remember what she looks like. I want to know what she looks like the next day.
See,
a
Aaron
good-
values women purely on physical appearance.
That's
which
not
means-
true. But when
which
you
means
meet
Aaron
someone,
needs to say, is she worthy of my text?
a good tip I was actually given with a number, and which is already what I was doing.
Yep.
But if you meet a girl in the club and you maybe just kiss or something like that, but you don't go too far and you don't talk very much, a good way to do it is to take a selfie with her in the night, which is fucking easy. And then you send it, so you get her number, you send her the selfie and you just say your name. So send her the selfie and you say Basil. And
I
then
actually
the next
like
day,
that.
I
the
do
next
like
day when
that.
you text her, she's already like remembers who you are.
Because it's
Yeah.
like, it's a fun little memory you guys are starting with.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
but
Exactly.
it is reliant on the photo being good. Otherwise,
Or just funny. Like some
no.
sort of
But
inside
like,
joke.
I still want to see what she looks like the next day.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, maybe you can take a couple photos until she looks good.
Yeah,
Then you can talk a bit of shit.
Imagine, yeah, like, no, you look
nah,
horrible,
shit.
babe.
Nah, you
let's
look
let's do
pretty
another
shit.
one.
You're like, no,
I'm not-
tomorrow me isn't going to like this. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
More cleavage. Come on, help us out. Not an organ donor says bust to every fictional character.
Oh, Aaron loves that.
Shut up, bro.
You do
Animals
love
or-
it.
I don't love these fictional characters.
Aaron,
I
we
don't
know
like this
you watch
representation.
Kingdom of Hearts porn. When the guy from fucking Final Fantasy VII fucks like Minnie Mouse.
Oh, bro, yeah, I do love that shit.
Elliot B says, drink a lot more with my mates.
Hell yeah, I
Highly
love that.
recommend it. Start a podcast
fucking
based
great
around
idea.
it. It's a fucking good time.
I love
Stuff,
that.
bro.
Useless Gizmo says, get better mental health. Well,
Oh, true.
look, mate, I don't think you're a useless Gizmo. I think
Good
you're
stuff,
a useful
bro.
Gizmo.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Look, and
man.
focusing
great
on your
point.
mental is always a
Yeah.
good fucking strategy for a new year. Hazard Does Art says, work out, again, fucking big ups to working
Idea.
out.
Don't overcomplicate it. Strongman 5x5.
baby. And lastly, Leo Karim.
Yep.
To find more ways to make money.
Ooh.
Good stuff, bro.
Sell
Good
nudes
stuff.
on Instagram.
The easiest one is to get a job, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny because when you're 16, you're like, how can I do this without working shift work?
Yeah.
But
Shift work's not that bad when you're 16.
exactly.
Everyone else is
Especially,
doing it.
There's a few girlies there.
Fitties.
You know, you make some mates. Like, you have good times. Like, shift work's actually a good time. I'm not
Gain
gonna
some
lie.
confidence.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
You just talk to a
Absolutely.
bunch of different cunts. You fucking become an introvert overnight.
Yeah.
Extrovert. That's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've already told you guys I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. What
Yeah.
about you guys?
This is interesting. What if we say like a New Year's resolution, but then we say, what is the fucking resolution we want for the milk bucket in the next year after?
Oh.
So we do the personal, then we do the business.
Yeah. So, I'm keen for that.
So with me, the way I do New Year's resolutions is I don't wait till New Year's Day to start something. What I often do is it validates something that I've already started. So if it's something maybe to do with study and I've started that in November for exams, when it hits New Year's, I'm like, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to reinforce it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So it doesn't
really?
I don't necessarily have to start something at that time. But that's the way
I
I've always
get
seen
that.
it.
I
That's
like that.
insane that you could have a New Year's resolution of like just studying. Like that is just something I wouldn't even
study
consider.
hard. Dude, you remember what I was like in uni though. I was studying like 24/7.
Didn't see
Yeah.
man for fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long. We went probably like
It
8
felt
months.
like that long.
Yeah, there was probably like a 6 to 8 month period where I didn't see you guys, which was pretty fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? What's your? I've thought of a few.
Yeah, do tell.
I don't know. Like, because I'm starting a new job, so do well at the job. Like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
I would like to start reading again because I've struggled giving a fuck about books.
Yeah.
Even like self-help books, to be honest with you. So like if I could set a target of like reading one a month, that sounds sick. But it just does seem like one that I'll like
One a
do for
month
the
is
first
actually
month.
like a lot, which is
Yeah,
a crazy
exactly.
thing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's a
feel
lot
like
of
I'll
books.
start it and then not finish it. So I'm not 100% sure yet. Fucking get better at you guys in surfing.
Hell yeah.
Hey, bro, you could easily do it if you put in the effort.
Yo, just become a shortboarder, you know what I mean? Skip the longboard stage.
Hey, bro. But my sister.
Skip the growing patch. You know, I don't need training wheels, I don't
Wait,
think.
take this for an insult. My sister just bought a 6'3" today.
No
6'3"
fucking way.
surfboard. Yeah, and
For
she started
reference,
like 6 months after us.
I have
For
a
reference,
6'6".
Basil and Aaron have fucking 12-foot longboards.
I have a 6'6" board.
I got that too.
They have 12-foot
Yeah.
longboards. Okay, boats.
Yeah, that's
They bought a canoe.
Yeah. Bought a stand-up paddleboard. Yeah, my one is to actually go to more festivals. I really want to have a lot more memories because every time I've been to one, and I've only been to fucking 3,
Yeah.
every time I go to one, it's such a good time. And I always ask myself, why didn't I go to more?
Yeah, I
just
100%
insane.
agree. I think like live life.
Yeah,
this
live
year.
life, which is going to be a tricky one because I feel like you also want to focus on like doing well at work. So it's going to be hard to find that balance.
I don't
I know,
think they're
but-
mutually exclusive at all.
I think like when you're working, when you're at uni, right?
Yeah.
And you've got like one day you're going to bludge on classes.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then the rest of the time, like, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But like you feel like you got a lot of time. You end up just procrastinating having fun. So it's
Yeah.
like, do I have fun
Yeah.
on Tuesday? I could just do it on Wednesday or something like
Or
that.
Friday.
Right?
Uni's so much
Exactly.
harder than work because at the back of your mind, you're always like, oh, I should be studying right now. Or at
Exactly.
least I was like that.
No, 100%. Like, and I know because I like interned for an extended period of time at one point, and like you end up enjoying the weekend more because one, you have more money to like spend on the weekend.
Yeah.
But two, you're like, I haven't done anything all week.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
do this, if I don't do anything, I'm gonna be right back to work, and I feel like I've fucking had a shit time.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I feel like it just entices you to like actually go out and do fun things.
Yeah, I like that. And we're going to be in Boy's house.
Well,
Yeah.
and the next one
We
is
will
I
have a
wanna-
boys' house. Fucking New Year's.
The next one after festivals, I reckon I want to travel more as well because it's been so long.
COVID, fuck you.
I can't wait to go to Fiji like the end of this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
That's going to be fucking sick.
Yeah, I'm
There's
so excited.
that's something that I really feel like I've been missing out for.
Should
the
come
last
Europe in
sort of-
August
I do want a big travel.
The thing is, Europe is not high up on my list
because you've
I-
already been.
I would
yeah.
go Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe, absolutely. Southern Europe, like Turkey.
It would be so funny seeing Basil coming back from fucking Belarus and Ukraine because we know he'd hype it up as if it was the sickest thing. And then you look at the pictures and it's like, oh, that's a USSR fucking old building. Oh, that's another USSR
No,
old
'cause
building.
I won't ever talk about the things that I did. I'll talk about the experience I did and the people I was with.
The people you did.
Well, and that as well. No, but for me,
Aaron,
the
hit the click.
the
There we
thing
go.
for me, it's always the people. It's the and I know that Eastern Europeans are fucking sick cunts to hang out with whenever you see them in bars in Europe. Especially
okay.
Serbians. Serbians are fucking, I've got a soft spot for Serbians.
You can't, I mean, they are Eastern European 100%, but like with that same statement, like Greece is Eastern European.
Yeah.
But it's like a different.
I would
like,
love to go to Greece.
I don't know if you count when people talk about Eastern Bloc, they're talking about like fucking Ukraine,
Lithuania.
yeah, even that's like the Baltic states. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're segmented.
Still, no, I agree. I've really
The
enjoyed their
Balkans looks
personalities.
like a fun fucking
Yeah.
hang. 'Cause you can
Yeah.
go to Croatia, fucking hit up that shit, go down those. I really want to go to that festival when they're singing on the fucking inflatable donuts.
What's that?
It's
I
like
don't
a
know that one.
festival
Is this
where
the
they're
one
like,
in Croatia?
yeah, where they're
sounds
sitting in the
Yacht
water.
Week.
Huh?
Is this Yacht Week?
I don't know, but maybe.
So there's this thing in Croatia called Yacht Week. Chris has been there actually.
Really?
So essentially, they get a whole bunch of yachts and they put them next to each other, and everyone like parties, and there's like thousands.
I would go to that
And
festival
everyone goes
without
to
a
it.
fucking
It's
doubt.
not a festival; it's just a thing, and it's huge. and
It
there's
sounds amazing
thousands of-
either
and
way.
Everyone parties on
Maybe
everyone's
that's
boats.
it's like a festival. I've seen pictures of it before where it's like it was like a cove and there was like fucking 1,000 people sitting in inflatable like rings. You know those inflatable donuts you sit in?
Yeah.
Like just in the ocean, and it looks so much fun.
That sounds fantastic.
Well, the thing is, are you talking to random people on your donuts, or what's happening?
I don't know, but you probably would.
Yeah, okay. The other thing, and not issue actually, fucking excellent thing, is that in Europe, people are a lot more happy to have a conversation with random people.
Really?
You'll notice do you think Sydney-siders or just Australians in general are quite cliquey?
No,
I disagree.
They are extremely cliquey.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
Extremely, bro. It is.
I disagree.
it is
I make
cool.
friends with everyone I go out.
Everyone who
You will be
everyone who
shocked when
comes
you
to
go to
Australia
Europe, bro.
says it's so crazy how friendly people are.
Who the fuck has said that?
Every American.
Which American?
We're
Fucking-
very friendly. I don't know what you're talking
They
about.
are not, bro. All the expats I bet you ask them how many Aussie friends do you have, and they'll say,
That's because they moved to Bondi and
no,
there's
also
everyone
because-
it's
English.
not. It's not because
It is a bit, Baz.
bro. Think about
They
how many,
moved to fucking those areas.
how many times have you allowed someone new to enter the group?
So many times. What are you fucking
No,
talking
like
about?
Every
group
girl. Group chat.
Yeah, like the
That's
group chat.
different.
You don't allow. It doesn't. It's not a thing here. In Europe, they have group my European friends have group chats with 45 people in it, and they're all active.
How many fucking group chats do you have with 45 people to begin with?
I don't know any. It's not a thing in Australia. But what I'm trying to say is people are a lot more open. And when you chat to
Maybe
people,
they are more open, but
it's
every time I go
insane.
on nights out, I fucking meet new people.
Yeah, no,
I'm-
absolutely.
I do
but you
not-
won't. But are you going to be hanging out with them often afterwards? Like people are open to have a quick chat at night, but are they going to actually welcome you in like a friend?
Like I just haven't had experiences where people haven't been welcoming me in. That's the thing.
But have you had experiences where they have welcomed you in? You've
I'm
joined their
usually the
group?
people bringing people in, and I
Yeah,
just don't feel
yeah,
like texting the next day.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm trying to say when you go to Europe, if you're out clubbing, with whoever you're with, or you're chatting to people,
Europe's a
I would
big
highly
place,
encourage
and
it.
you went there a lot as a kid, so I don't know if we can fucking take that they're all the most welcoming people, right?
I only went there when I was 18. And I've been there
You
twice.
literally
since.
said that I thought you said you went to Paris at like 16.
No, 18.
Okay, but 18 with your dad, that's not the same thing, brother.
No, because he would go to sleep early and I'd go out.
You weren't drinking at that point.
Still, I've always been a talkative guy.
See what I mean? Like-
Firstly, I've always been a late night guy. I've always been the type of person that fucking goes on late night walks and stuff like that. And secondly, I've always been a talkative person.
But you're not drinking.
And also, so was my dad. So we would be going to a pub together. We wouldn't just be me and him talking. We'd be talking to random people.
Sure.
So it's not at all that I'm just sitting there fucking not talking to people.
I thought people in France weren't like nice.
They weren't. I fucking hated it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think Paris was my least favorite and still is my least favorite
Yeah.
city in Europe. I've been told, because I only went to Paris within France, I've been told that that's a very bad reflection of the rest of France, especially the south.
Yeah. South of France. Looks
Parisians are
beautiful.
very elite, and there's a lot of immigration in France from like both Africa and the Middle East, and there's a lot of racism in there, especially towards Arabic people. It's a bit extreme.
Ah,
That definitely could be a...
That
one
could
of the
Also,
reasons.
like Nice happened where like fucking 40 people got killed.
sure. What happened?
Was it gunmen or was it people with
Was
knives?
it the ISIS thing?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ah.
Remember the Paris attacks?
Yeah.
There was
I forgot
essentially,
about that.
and it was fucked because it was right after the Syrian it was right after a massive immigration from Syria. Like when ISIS was going crazy
Yeah,
in Syria, like
yeah.
a lot of Europe, like Germany put in like 1 million of them or something like
Yeah.
that. And there was this attack, and then to be honest with you, I don't think Paris needed the Nice attacks to not like Muslims, because I think they've been a racist country for quite a while. But
And here's to back up my point, it wasn't when I was 18 that I thought this, that Europeans are a lot more open. It's
Okay.
when I went back there just before COVID. And that's when I was alone and I was partying by myself and I was like everything. That was when I was like the full penny drop moment happened. When I was like, holy shit, these are different personalities. It's like you'll just be standing
you
there.
were alone and partying?
Huh? Yeah.
Didn't you
So-
have a certain person to accompany you?
That was before.
Right.
Here's where I think this caveat's coming from.
Yeah.
When you're alone partying, you can either accept being alone, or you can fully say, fuck it, I'm going to try and immerse
No,
myself
I've done
with
alone
people.
partying here though.
When?
A couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of times.
But when you have friends readily available, alone partying is more shit. Whereas when you're overseas, it's like, I'm either going to have a shit time or I'm going to have fun.
When you're overseas, you have to force yourself into
Well, exactly. That's what I mean.
Absolutely. But it's like still the people that you talk to are going to be different people than when you're what you used to.
Sure.
Yeah. But I'm keen to hear your opinion because I think that, are you the type of person that, are you going to test it out for yourself? Like, are you going to go out by yourself and have fun?
And make friends?
No, well, obviously, you're not going to go out and dance by yourself.
That's what I mean. Like, if I'm in a new city and you need to, I'm definitely going to try and make friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Beautiful.
But I'm not going to say that Sydney's like worse for that.
I'm keen to get your opinion because I think that you will be like, holy shit, Sydney's a lot worse. Like, I could not have the night that I had.
Yeah.
Like, okay, for example, let me give you a great example. So I was in Malta. We were there for a week.
Yeah.
And in Malta, they've got a nightlife area. I've got to remember the name, but I can't remember at the moment. But so there's a whole area that's got like 5 or 6 really nice clubs.
Yeah.
It's a very small island, so it's not like a lot of people, but there are a lot of people there. It's like kind of like a uni town. So people from all over Europe go to there because they have cheap education and pretty good education as well. So I go there the first night. I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person. I've never been to this country before.
Were you not with that girl in Malta? I thought you did go there.
Cyprus. That was Cyprus. Yeah. So I go there the first night. I'm trying to remember it quickly, but I go there the first night and there's a bunch of Serbs there. And I'm just sitting there outside and I start a conversation with someone, maybe over a cigarette or something like that. And then he introduces me to his friends. And they've all come because, like, from a work friend. So they're all work friends and they come on a work event to come to Malta for whatever reason.
Yep.
And this group is like 10 people. And it's not just like you just talk to someone, like everyone is like chatting with you. They're asking about Australia, asking about all this. And you party with each other all night. You've had a fucking sick time, go home at 6 a.m. And then the next day I went out again to the exact same bar. It wasn't those people. It was I met these 2 people and they were just students.
Yep.
I was just chatting to these 2 students and they're like, hey, we actually have a house party happening in like 40 minutes. Do you want to come with us? When the fuck has that ever happened to a random person you met 5 minutes ago? So I go to their house.
That's happened so many times. What do you mean?
I go to their house party, which is just like down the road, and there's a fucking like 25 people there, like really good vibe. We all go out together, back out to that fucking nightlife area. And this was just happening back to back to back. Just every single day, a whole new thing was happening with random people that I would never see again. And just people like just being completely okay with inviting you.
But weren't you saying before about people like inviting you into their friendship circle? Like, wasn't that the whole point? Like being invited to group chats and all these things?
No, I'm saying that doesn't happen in Sydney.
But did that happen there?
No, because I mean, I wasn't going to join the group chat anyway, because I'm only there on holiday.
Yeah.
So where's the example of that happening?
No, that was me saying that Sydney side is a cliquey. And for expats that are living here, they really struggle to make Australian friends. Because because Australians don't allow people in.
There's different, like, I've never heard that from an English expat.
Oh, ask them.
I have.
Yeah, like ask them that question though. Like, how many Aussie friends do you have apart from the ones you live with? Or the ones that you were forced to be friends with from work or whatever like that. Like, how many random Aussies did you meet and have friends with?
So many expats get with Aussies though.
Yeah, getting with is a different question because that could be on an app, that could be on in a club or something like that. But just like genuine friends.
Yeah, I don't know. And
on the one side, an Aussie would fucking more than love to fucking hook up with a British person or a French person. Like, that's not not at all what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Think about Stevie.
Huh?
Stevie.
Oh yeah.
Same thing.
That's such a shallow friendship. We hung out with them one night and then didn't talk.
That's the same thing you have. You hung out with them one night and then you went back and made friends with new people.
Did we invite him to a sick fucking house? Like, if we had a house party, would we have invited him?
Probably. Knowing how that night was going, probably.
Oh, I don't know. I would have been highly surprised.
So
Stevie's this guy that we met at a night out. Random guy that we met. He was from Lesotho, which is a small country within South Africa.
Dad was from Lesotho. His mom was from South Africa.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's from South Africa, Lesotho, whatever. His dad owns like a copper mine or something like that.
Oh, this is what he claimed to us. He said he was going back to like inherit 40 million.
Yeah. So when his dad passes away, he's going to get, his dad already had passed away. And when he turns like a certain age, he's going to inherit $40 million.
Jeez.
And he was telling us about like how this sick like copper mine in
He continued
Africa.
coming on the pub crawl.
Yeah.
We went to a few more bars after that.
Did he?
Yeah.
I can't.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I just remember we got a kebab at the
It's
end.
people. It's. I don't think it's Australian versus X versus X versus X. It's just people, bro.
You have to see it to believe it, bro. You have to see it, and when you feel the vibe, it's just so different in Europe. It's just people are so open, so happy to have a conversation, and they'll take you with you to the next place, completely happily. And you're like, this is just such a different culture. This is so strange. I've never met people that are this keen.
This is what I'm saying. Though, like I've had these scenarios at nights out.
It's nowhere near as often as that happens over there. Like this is like
Basil,
this is not
like
after
fucking 2 nights in Malta, it happening back to back.
Well, I haven't lived there before, so I can only base it off the few experiences I've had.
But you know about like type of diet.
And I know a lot of expats as well in Sydney, and the vast majority of them don't have many Aussie friends.
But, I mean,
So for
what do you mean, bro?
I can give you
You're
an example.
literally one of them. If you live in Bondi, you're probably going to have more backpacker friends. If you live in Surrey Hills, you're probably going to have more backpacker friends. There are areas that people tend to gravitate towards.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys get my stance. We don't have to keep discussing this, but yeah.
What do we
it's
think?
insane.
What are goals for Milk Bucket in the next year? What do you guys reckon?
Ooh.
Get cameras.
Get cameras.
Cameras,
100.
yeah,
Get cameras.
Face reveal.
Exactly.
It'll be huge.
Get monetized on the YouTube.
That'd be
fucking
sick.
You know what I would love?
Yeah.
I would love people to draw us just based off of our voice.
That'd be sick.
It'd be so
that'd be
interesting to
hilarious.
think, like to see what people think we look like.
Should we put that as a TikTok and put it there
Yeah, fuck it.
and see
Yeah,
what people
yeah,
say?
yeah. That
That'd
would be
be-
awesome.
That'd be fucking sick.
Anyway, I hope you guys have had a happy new year. That's the end of the podcast. Hope you guys have fucking enjoyed. Thanks so much for sticking through almost a year worth of fucking Milk Bucket. I think we started like fucking Feb or March or something like that. But it'll be coming up to a year soon. We'll maybe do something fun for that.
Very, very keen to do
A
something
year
special
worth
there.
of Milk Bucket. But yeah, we got cool things planned. We got fucking face reveals. We got Boys House. Shit should get interesting. Maybe we'll start a Patreon. Who fucking
Hey,
knows?
That'd be fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
Get some exclusive content out
Yeah.
there.
Anyway, fucking thanks so much. Make sure you tell us what you're going to do this year in the comments down below, and we'll fucking hold you accountable to it. Rock
Hey,
up your house and say, have you sucked some dick?
Yeah.
Get on your knees.
Otherwise, leave a 5-star review. Is it on Apple Podcasts?
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. And then leave some comments on the YouTube, please.
The next year is going to be interesting, boys. We're fucking glad to have you on this ride.
Beautiful, boys.
Fuck yeah, keen.
All right. See you next year.
See you, lads.